Hello and welcome to our next video. In this lesson, we're going to take the time to download and install the Java SDK for our Windows machine. So I went to Google and I typed in Java SDK download. And I'll click on the first link here, which is going to be oracle.com Tech Network Java SE downloads. And here this will take me to the page with the most current version of the Java SE download that I'm looking for. In this case, at the time of this recording, it's the JDK 8 update 20. Now it's important to note that this number will change for you depending on when you're downloading and installing the software. It could be anything from 8 update 20 to 8 update 90. Or it might be Java 9 or even 10 by the time you're starting this course, and that's okay. Just go ahead and get the most recent version of the JDK. There should be no reason then, once you have the most recent version, that you can't do the things that we're going to do in our course. So I'm going to go ahead and download the JDK. Not the JRE or the server JRE, the JDK. And this will contain all the development kit tools that we need for actually developing in Java. We need to accept the license agreement and select the version of Java that you're trying to do for your machine. So if you're not sure, if you have a 64-bit version of your machine, you can go ahead and do the 32-bit version. I know for a fact that I'm going to be working on a 64-bit machine, and so I'm going to get the 64-bit version. Now either one will work just fine for the purposes of our course. We're not going to do anything that will require specifically 64 bits. So no matter what, you could get the 32-bit version and that will work just fine for our course. Now it'll take a moment for this to download. Whenever I'm downloading something, I'll pause the video and you should do the same thing until your download completes. And then once the download has completed, I'll bring the video back up and we will continue from there. So you should do the same. Alright, my download is about to complete, so what I'm going to do real quickly is just talk about these demos and samples while my download finishes. So the downloads that you got for the SDK is great for using the program, but if you'd like, you could also get some optional demos and samples by downloading those also from this page. Now I'm not going to do that for our course, we won't need them, but if you'd like to have those for your own purposes, I would recommend go ahead and download those at this time as well. And again, pause the video while your download happens, and once it's complete, start the video back up. And so you can see my download has finished and it's now ready to go. And so now I have my JDK 8 update 20 x64.exe. I'm just going to go ahead and click this to run the installation. Once again, as things install, it's going to take some time. I'm going to step through this, and anytime a new window pops up, I'll restart the video as well. So the first thing we're going to do is just select Next, and then we're going to just allow everything to install. And what we're going to do is note where we're installing. C program files, Java, JDK 1.8.0_20. A couple things about this. If you're doing the 32-bit version, you will see C program files x86 here, and that's just fine. The other thing is, no matter what version you're on, this number will change based on that version number. So I'm on update 20 at the time of this installation. If you're on update 31, you would see JDK 1.8.0_31, and that's fine as well. It will go ahead and install to the correct place. Make a note of this program files location you're installing to. So if you wanted to, you could change it to something more friendly. That's fine too. You just again need to remember where you specifically installed it to. So I'm going to go ahead and select Next. And again, this is going to take some time, so I will pause the video while this happens. If anything asks for permissions or wants to continue, I'll start the video back up. Alright, so the SDK has completed its installation. And now the next thing that wants to install is the Java Runtime Environment, the JRE. And this is actually what's going to allow Java programs to execute on my machine. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this default location, JRE 1.8.0_20. Again, yours will depend on whether you're installing 64-bit or 32-bit and what version you're on. And that's fine. Just leave it whatever it is and make note of it. So I'll pause the video while this loads, and we'll start the video back up when the installation is complete. And the JRE has been successfully installed. So now that the installation is complete, we have completed our installation of Java onto our Windows machine. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.